Hello again. This is Bobby McFadden with RLA Advisors.
This is Jay Simsick.
Jay Simsick, my good buddy here.
Woo!
Now, today's question, I would have never thought to ask this, but I'm a little older, and my kids are raised, and they have kids now, and they're doing their own thing. But this question came up in an email, and we both felt it was important to address this. From a man, how do I convince my wife to leave her job and stay home and raise our child?
Yeah, I'd like to address this. Yeah, I do.
Knock yourself out.
And my wife stays home.
True enough.
You know, so here's the thing: if you want to force your wife to stay home and raise a child, what you do is you know those prison bracelets that you put around ankles that keep people inside the house. Home. Home prison kind of thing.
And I told him, I wasn't even there.
You put that on her.
Oh, that.
Yeah, and then you shock her every time she tries to leave the house. No. Okay, so
can you do that? I didn't know you could do that.
It might be against the law.
We need to look that up. Where did I get one of those?
Do we have a lawyer friend we could call?
I'll call him in a little bit.
Okay, so here's the thing. That was a joke, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, please. Please. I saw Bobby and Jay talk about it, honey. You're going to love this.
So was it? Do you recall the guy's name? I don't recall the guy's name.
I don't even want to say his name because I thought
I was going to say a first name, but that's
because if his wife is watching, she'll be like, "You son of a."
So here's the thing. This is the advice that I would give in terms of that situation. So first off, in my opinion, I don't think you should be demanding that someone else do something that you want to have happen.
And that's really what the letter kind of intimated. How do I convince her?
Right,
yes.
Right. So convincing would be the wrong angle to take, in my opinion. What I would start with would be an open conversation with your significant other and ask her, what are your long-term goals? Maybe she has a career. I don't know if she does. That wasn't in the email.
It didn't even cover it. It was just his side.
So if she has a career that she has aspirations for, but at the same time y'all both care about the child and that child's well-being, there are places to go from there, and it starts with a conversation. But from a convincing standpoint, you have to first accept, if you're in marriage together, you have to know where your spouse wants to go with their career or whatever that case may be. You know, she might be at the pinnacle of where she wants to be and wants to go ahead and separate and stay at home and watch the child. Then at the same time, she might have another 5 or 10 years that she wants to reach. But you don't know until you have that conversation. It would be my opinion that you can't really convince somebody to do something that they don't already want to do.
Well, that was the point I was going to make. And again, I don't have a dog in this particular fight right now. But my question would be to the guy that wrote this, what's there for you? What is it about that makes you think that, well, I'm just going to put it this way, that makes you think you're right about this conversation? And I would go at it from that perspective. If you can look inside yourself and say, well, I'm dealing with maybe my mom did that. Or maybe I saw my grandma do that, or somebody in my family and it had a good outcome. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong.
You bring up a good question to ask, and I want to just kind of bring this out from my perspective. When my wife and I had the conversation, right? She's in the workforce. She's doing her thing, and she makes
had a career,
good money, and that sort of thing. And we were going to give up a sizable income in order for her to stay home, right? But through the things that I was doing, we could live off of my salary. Well, the question comes up when in this conversation was, why do we want you to stay home? Why wouldn't it be me, right? Which one of us would be best suited or would prefer, or whatever the case may be? And also, why not have someone else? Why not put our daughter in daycare or preschool or whatever the terminology is? And what we came to was we'd rather raise our child ourselves than leave it up to someone else during that full-time state. But see, the thing is, I have friends. Both parents work. Their children are just as good. It's not like there's anything wrong with it. All I'm saying was that was our particular stance on that for our household.
Gotcha.
And every household is going to be different, and it's up to you guys to have that conversation in order to determine what's right for you guys.
Yeah, be adults, come from a loving standpoint, understand that she has goals and aspirations, you have goals and aspirations, share those with each other, and find something that's going to be the best for that child. forget what you want, guys. Go back and just, make it right for the kid.
Yeah, and I'm going to say one more thing, because I know a lot of the folks who watch our videos, they may even have their own personal therapist or someone they confide in to get advice from.
Yep.
And this is just my opinion, but anyone who tells you what you should do, specifically, I would question that, because they have their own filters of the world and how things should be in their best interest, and they may not even see it that way. But I recommend you have the conversation between the two.
Yep. So that got a little deeper than what we anticipated right off the bat, but I agree with Jay 100%. Have the conversation. Have the courage to have the conversation, and have the courage to encourage your spouse, your significant other.
And have the courage to have the courage to have the courage.
I don't have any courage anymore.
Okay.
You took it all.
All right. Peace out.
All right. So that's me, Bobby, RLA Advisors.
See you later. Hey, check out the links in the below. That's all our books and
Leave
stuff.
us a comment. This is serious. This is a really good one. Leave us a comment below.
All right.
Talk
later.
to you soon.